the biggest economy in the European Union, is forecast to be one of the worst affected if Brussels fails to reach an agreement with the UK before the March 29 deadline. A report by Halle Institute for Economic Research concluded EU countries will suffer from declining exports to the UK, with a free trade deal yet to be agreed. It added, the overall effect on absolute employment is largest for Germany, where about 100,000 persons are potentially affected. The report, using complex algorithms, analyzed the potential effects of a no-deal scenario in 43 countries, including the 27 EU member states. In terms of the wider impact, the economists also found that if demand from the UK for goods and services fell by 25%, then a total of 612,000 employed people will be affected across the 43 countries. Of that huge total, 179,000 people would be from members of the bloc. Up to 100,000 jobs in Germany may be affected by a no-deal Brexit. Image Getty. The in-depth study also calculated the implications on each sector and found the most affected would be the motor industry, which employs around 15,000 people in Germany. This stark warning comes in the wake of the news that Honda will be axing 3,500 jobs from its Swindon car plant. The Japanese motor giant is moving its only EU base to Japan in 2021, citing unprecedented change in the industry on a global scale, rather than Brexit as the reason behind the move. Brexit news. Theresa May and Jean-Claude Juncker are yet to reach a compromise. Image Getty. Ian Howells, senior vice president for Honda in Europe, said, "We're seeing unprecedented change in the industry on a global scale. We have to move very swiftly to electrification of our vehicles because of demand of our customers and legislation. This is not a Brexit-related issue for us. It's being made on the global related changes I've spoken about. We've always seen Brexit as something we'll get through, but these changes globally are something we will have to respond to. We deeply regret the impact it will have on the Swindon community." Business Secretary Greg Clark said the decision was devastating earlier this month. In another blow to the industry, Nissan announced plans to build its X-Trail SUV from the UK to Japan. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister remains confident the EU will provide legally binding assurances to the controversial Irish backstop to ensure the impasse is broken. The next series of votes in the House of Commons votes is expected on February 27.